Welcome to the Minesweeper project on bbteacher.com. We've just finished our mine, done the graphics for the mine in the mine cell user control. Now we need to work on the number. The number is the one that shows up with the different colored numbers that tell how many neighboring mines there are. And so moving on down then, we see that in our select case statement we need to move down and find the section marked number. And there it is. And let's go. First of all, we'll recognize that the number is a virtual twin. It is something that occurs just like the mine does. In other words, it has a white background like the mine does, and it has the same scale as the mine does, so we'll choose to use those pieces again. End with. So now we can take care of that. We also would like to draw the same exact rectangle at the bottom that we did for the mine, and so we will borrow the border at the end of the routine. And so this is we'll mark this as set the scale. So we reset the transform, we translate transform as before, and scale transform, and then clear in the white smoke color. And at the end we draw a line around it. Now that's all we will do for things that have a number of 0 with 0 neighbors. For anything else we'll need some colors. Now before we can go any further, we do need to go up and add a new property. And the property we need to add is the property called number, and so private mNumber as integer. And moving down to the area where we do the properties, public property number as integer, return mNumber, and mNumber equals value, and we will me.invalidate, which will mean anytime we change the property called number, it will force a redraw. Alright, moving down to the section we just started. What we need to do next is to get a color array going, and we can put that just about anywhere. Let's just put it up here at the top. Dim n colors as, and that's an array, an empty array as color equals, and then we'll use the curly brackets so we can specify the exact elements of this array. And we'll do color blue, color red, color green, I guess is second, color red, and then we'll use the space underscore to split this line. Pressing enter, color navy or dark blue, color dark green, and color dark red. And then the last two we'll do color brown, almost never get used, and color black. That would be a cell with 8 mines around it. I've never seen that, but hey, we've got it covered. Next, we would need to get ready to draw a letter on one of the letters of the alphabet, or a number from the draw string routine, and that will require a brush. So we'll draw a number in the center, and we'll need a brush for that. So dim the number brush as new solid brush, and we will use the color. We will use the member of the n colors array given by the m number minus 1. Now we would have to guard against that one. We will only be drawing these numbers in the situation where if m number is greater than 0 and m number is less than 8. Then we'll do this stuff. Okay, so there we go. Now we have a situation here where we can choose the correct color, and we have a brush in that color. Now we have to set up next how to draw our our numbers. And the way we do that is to first of all set up a font. So dim my font as new font. We'll make this times, and it wants to have the size, and we'll be using the scale number size. The whole thing is 2 units high, so you will use 1.5 units high. The font style we'll use bold, and then we need to have the graphics unit, and we'll use the world units, which is what you use when you want to use your scaled size. Next, we need to measure how large the number is, and so we'll dim SS as size F, and this is a special class designed to store the results of a test of the size of a character. Equals dot measure string, and the way you measure a string is to tell what the string is you're trying to print, and here that would be M number dot to string followed by the font, and that will come back with a width and a height and how large it is, and that will help us to place it centered on the form or on the user control. Okay, I think we're ready to draw the string, so draw string. We have to use the M number to string. Then we need to know the font, my font. Then we need to know the brush, so it's N brush. We set that all up, and now it needs to have the X and Y coordinates. Now 0, 0 is the center, so we will measure back half the width and go up half the height. So we'll go minus SS dot width over 2 and up minus SS dot height over 2, and that should draw our string for us. Now with a little luck, this will work. So we'll rebuild. Take a look at our form, switch it over to the number format here, and so the view is number. There's that, and now we can try changing to a 1 or a 2 or a 3 or a 4 or a 5, and anything above a 7, an 8 should still work, I think. That's 8, okay. So 0 gives us nothing, and 1 gives us blue, and that seems to work. I think I need to have an 8 in there, so let's take one quick look at that. I think it needed to go up to 8, and less than or equal to 8 should work. And so we'll rebuild one more time and try an 8 in there. And where's our properties? Let's put an 8 in this time, and I think we'll get a black 8. Okay, so that looks good, and let's see if our borders look okay. It has a small, lightweight gray border just like the mines do, and that takes care of the number. Thanks for programming with us for this section.